Hello and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? And I don't know why I'm already wearing my headphones. I guess I'm already ready to do a reaction. First and foremost, thank you so much for stopping by, for being on my channel, for liking, subscribing, commenting, and revisiting if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, I'm a singer, songwriter, music composer, and producer, and vocal performance coach, and I love giving song reactions because why not? With that said, guys, we've been doing a lot of amazing artists and bands on this channel, but today I had to revisit some of my favorite bands from the late 90s, I guess. Korn. Alright, Korn has not released anything since 2019, I believe. The Nothing. And honestly, you know, sometimes when you're like a hardcore fan of a band, you get into it and then at some point they might lose you. So I think that happened with me a little bit, like where I really love the Skrillex album. It didn't take off for whatever reason, but I loved the combination of Korn's heaviness and then dubstep. I thought it was brilliant, but whatever. That was really the last thing I listened to regarding Korn. However, I saw on YouTube that Start the Healing, they just dropped a single. They have a new album coming up, I believe. Let's see, it's going to be released February 4th, Requiem. And so this is like, I guess, a little teaser of what's to come. And I don't know about you guys, I need to go and check it out because I love Korn. Jonathan Davis is one of my favorite singers, because I will get more into it while I do the reaction. Why I love him so much, and as a singer myself, why I respect him so much for what he does, and what Korn has in general done to the, you know, the history of music. I think there's certain bands who definitely left their mark on being super unique and having a very yeah, like a very easily identifying sound that you know immediately that's Korn, that's Nine Inch Nails, that's Melloman, you know what I mean? Which has become rarer, so it's nice to, you know, go back to some of those pioneers who started it. With that said, or who became famous with it, you know, not saying that they maybe started it, but who became famous with that. So with that said, guys, this is a bit more self-indulgent because nobody has really requested it, but I had to do it because, God, I love Korn and I want to see what they're up to. So with no further ado, let's get this party started. All my Korn fans out there, you know, love you guys. And I hope they're not going to disappoint us. I'm sure they won't, but we'll see. Have not seen it, and I actually have been holding back to watching this until I do the reaction to it because I don't want to ruin it for myself. I always want to give you guys, if possible, a first time reaction. So with no further ado, Korn, Start the Healing official music video.
Pushing me to give in. Do you really want to make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is just the feeling.
Okay, I gotta stop real quick. So one thing I noticed right away is that God, it's been a while since I listened to Korn. So I feel like usually his voice is like really on top of the mix, and here it's way more buried in the mix. Not sure if I like that, because I'm like, oh, I love his voice so much. And what I always loved about his vocal production and his voice in general, it was like so intimate. And I'm missing that a little bit. But you know what? Let's not get, you know, caught up in what used to be and what is now. It's pretty it's this push and pull thing going on that I'm like, oh, I was gonna like get into it and dance, and I'm like, there's something like it's a lot of tension going on in that music. Okay, let's go back to here. But yeah, you know, let's keep going.
Do you really wanna make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. I should have withstood, I shouldn't bow down, I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. Do you really wanna throw in me this travesty that cuts sharp like a razor? Are you ready for your scars to bleed? You will succeed, pulling out the invaders. But there's always something fighting its way back in. But there's always something pushing me to give in. Do you really wanna make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. I should have withstood, I shouldn't bow down, I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. Everything I'm feeling burst into flames. Looking at a soul that's broken and strange.
Oh, okay. All right. I already know this is gonna grow on me like hell. I think I was just thrown off by like I haven't heard anything like this for a while. It's still very Korn, but they've evolved, and I really love the guitar work. Is just so nasty good. It's just like this heavy, tight freaking sound that's just like push and pull, kind of like, again, it's like that little tension going on, you know. And then I just love his mic stand, the visuals. I mean, don't get me started. I think Korn is like definitely one of those bands where you're just like, gotta take a shower. Yeah, let's just put it like that. I freaking love his mic stand. I love the way the video is like it's super colorful, and then the DNA with the dolls, that is really freaking cool. They're always so, I feel like they're really good with their image, with their visuals, with their sound, and I love the breakdown. Reminded me a little bit of 9 Inch Nails. So I'm a sucker for this kind of music, and I'm so glad they're back. I'm actually getting excited about the album. It's one of those, I don't think it's like the, you know, I'm like, whoa, this is the greatest song I've heard in a long time, but it's deep, and it's meaningful, and I can see how it grows on you. Like, you hear it once and you're like, whatever, and you hear it twice, and the third time you're like, oh shit, like I'm addicted to it and I can't stop singing it, or you know, it doesn't get out. I just love the sound. I love the energy. I love the darkness of it. Yeah, the visuals, where it's like really pink, and then as those bones, those are actually bones. Like, it's really good. Okay, let's go back to here.
Do you really wanna make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. I should have withstood, I shouldn't bow down, I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings break apart, the pain is sustaining. Everything I'm feeling burst into flames. Looking at a soul that's broken and strange. Every night the wish is always the same. Keep on hoping that I don't go insane. The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick.
Oh yeah.
The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick.
I got chills. You know what? Remember I said like, oh God, it's giving me chills. Oh God, I love Korn. Oh, this is good. So I'm taking everything back that I said before. This song is hooky. It's already stuck in my head now. It is sexy. I mean, sorry, that's just I find Korn extremely. I love heavy music. I love the angst he's bringing back. I love there's like Jonathan Davis, man. There's something about him that is just like I feel so rare in a singer and in a performer. Again, that he's always been a fan of Giger, whatever you want to say it. His mic stand, you know, their visuals are so in alignment with what they're doing that I can so go behind that because it's so authentic. It's so freaking raw, and you know, and everything Korn has been through and gone through, and for them to come back with such a incredible, heavy, yet a little bit reinvented. And still having that angst, and I like it a lot actually. Fuck yeah, I'm ready. Ooh, am I not allowed to say that? I'm ready for it. I want to go back to that bridge one more time. I love the bridge. I think it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful again, when we speak of songwriting, right, it's always great to have this little room to breathe for the song and to give people a break, like, you know, the listener a break. And I feel like that's just like such a great breakaway from the assault and then going straight back in, and then a little tempo change at the very end that throws you off, but it's like so freaking cool. Oh, I love everything about this. Where was the break? Should we go back to the break? I know it's like it was so like the dissonant, you know, notes. It's just like so dark and oh, so good.
Looking at his soul, it's broken and strange. Every night the wish is always the same. Keep on hoping that I don't go insane. The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick.
I love this part.
The more you fall for
it reminds me of Helmet.
The more it starts to stick. The more you fall for it, the more it starts to stick. The more you fall for it, it's never gonna quit. I should have been good, I should have been down. I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain that starts to hit. I should have withstood, I shouldn't bow down. I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain that starts to hit.
Right there.
Break apart the pain that starts to hit.
Oh.
Break apart the pain that starts to hit.
Oh, yes. Yes. Ah, yes. Ah. Oh. Don't ever change. Ah. Okay. Okay. From 1 to 10, I would say that's like it's a 9. It's a 9. And only because you shouldn't give a 10, right? Because that might be like, oh, I love it. I love the songwriting. I love the angst and the energy of the song. I love the tension that's been going on throughout the whole song. And then in the break, it finally gives us a little bit of release. And then at the end, it comes back like total. And then his spoken word that reminded me a little bit of Helmet kind of thing. I love that because there's so many little changes going on. And at the end, they're starting to build it again with a nice guitar work in the back. And I don't think it was a tempo change, but that abrupt stop and then coming back totally threw me off in a good way, because I was like, whoa, this is cool. But oh my god, I love the energy. Who else is looking forward to the album? I mean, I cannot wait. I used to be a huge Korn fan, and I will always be a Korn fan, you know. I actually, oh my god, I hope I didn't throw, I used to have like a poster, Follow the Leader, I think. and they signed it. I don't know if I still have it because I left my place in LA and I threw a lot of stuff out I probably should have not thrown out. But regardless, absolutely love it. I think it's exciting and refreshing. Oh my God, you know, like I want to hear more like of that angst and darkness. I love dark stuff anyway. My music is usually on the darker side, but I also do pop and happy stuff, you know. I think there's a fine balance. But oh God, I appreciate Korn and I'm super excited for Requiem. Yes, coming in February. I'll have to wait, but whew, comments below. Let me know what you thought and how you like the song. And should I do more Korn reactions? I know a lot of Korn, but I have not watched any of their stuff in a long time, so it would be kind of fun and cool to revisit some of their songs and give you a reaction, because trust me, I'm gonna listen to that like I never heard it before, because that's how much I love Korn. Anyway, with that said, I absolutely love this. Thank you for sticking with me through this, and hopefully you had as much fun as I did. Again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm a lot to also like and hit the notification button so you'll never miss a post. Right now I'm doing 5 videos a week. I'm also trying to start my Patreon, but I've been kind of super busy starting my NFT project with my own music and some artwork, and doing a lot of crypto stuff. So if you're into that world, in the comments below, let me know if you are into that and how I can maybe help you if you need some help with that. With that said, I have nothing left to say other than thank you for being here with me, and I will see you in the next one. And as always, I want to leave you with something inspiring and motivating. I'm just gonna say start the healing. I love the title. And when you heal, it doesn't always have to be this fluffy whatever Zen, you know, all just positivity stuff. Instead, like, starting the healing can also mean letting go of anger, getting angry, getting upset, feeling your angst, you know, feeling your fears and all that stuff, because that all helps us heal, to let go of things, to just pretend everything is fine. I work the law of attraction, and obviously we want to focus on things because whatever you focus on expands and comes back, but you also have to like let go first in order to attract what you really want in your life. So with that said, start the healing and let go of things you no longer need. This is the best time to do, because it's the end of the year, and whatever we've learned throughout this year, right? Whatever didn't work, let it go. Whatever worked, let's do more of that and maybe try some new things, because isn't that what life is all about? All right, I will see you in the next one. Love you guys so much.